So, for the record stating, this is the audio portion of the documentary. I wanted to furthermore, explain a couple things. And there's a guy named Agent Kareem, and the other guy is Detective Gallagher out in Ludlow, Mass. Agent Kareem is a FBI Fed in Massachusetts, and this is somebody that Pods, Skipper, Hop Skipper, and Spirit Jr. they work for, that they, give all the information to. Pods, we don't know who that is. We just know that that's an agent, that's trying to pull all these strings and figure a few things out. Okay? And it was in their task force and their idea to get Berserk to bring me around. You know what I'm saying? We didn't know this for a while. We thought it was hip-hop competition and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of these dudes don't even exist. Okay? So that's the weird thing about it. And there was weird text coming in and stuff like that, and we found out it was connected with these Discord motherfuckers, trying to get into our whole record company, saying the record company is criminal, and so this whole affidavit said they're, everywhere on this topic. I got more that I wanted to spread around, you know what I'm saying? I spoke to Lord Jafar, my new agent. I spoke to Charlie, my old one. They all know what's going on with the whole situation. You know what I'm saying? My lawyer, I got a couple who I can speak to on the topic. Some I know that I can speak to on the topic. We can find a lot of things out. But, this is a continuous harassment that the FBI likes to portray on Muslim people, and a lot of them are also very pro-Israeli. That this quote-unquote wacky server, very pro-Israeli people. You know what I mean? So very Islamophobic people. We're getting a lot of death threats here. I am. Berserk is. You know what I mean? So they're causing a lot, and I am gonna soon expose them as well to the Islamic communities and stuff like that, so people know who they are, because they think that they're famous in their world. They have no idea what's coming to them. You know what I'm saying? When millions of Palestinian supporters, etc., know who these wacky server pieces of shit are anyway, and their Islamophobic ideas, they're blatantly, support towards Israel. They're disgusting people, and it is what it is, and, we condemn their ideas, so it is what it is. They target people who have special needs, etc., things like that, deliberately. What we do is hip-hop. What we do is we play around and stuff like that, you know what I'm saying? And we do what we gotta do. We make a diss track and move on. Like, we made a diss track against Wolf, and people following the wacky server thought, oh, that was the most meanest thing you could ever do. You know what I mean? Nobody knew who Wolf was, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, which was the crazy thing about it. And, like, when we dropped that diss, it was, like, the first thing that started a lot of things. It was the Wolf diss, and that was the beginning. So, we're gonna discuss the beginning of the Wolf diss and what happened and what led up to that in the next episode. So please tune in. We got a lot coming. We got a lot to cover on this documentary about the whole thing and how everything took place and where we are now and what we see with it in the future. So please keep tuning in.